So if you're like me and are an early adapter of Pokemon and also happen to have a Roku TV, then this situation is probably going to seem pretty similar to something that happened to you. After waiting a long time, the date of November 15th finally happens. And regardless if you downloaded it through the eShop, were a midnight release person, bought it the day of, very excitedly you go home, you pop that cartridge in your Switch or download the game, you put it in your dock and hook it up to the TV and try to get that HD Pokemon experience you've never had before. You then click on the Pokemon Sword and Shield logo, see that opening cinematic, and right as you hit the new game button, boom! Straight to a black screen. And then after a little bit, you go straight to the Roku boot up menu. This is strange, you think to yourself, but you know, life is weird, I've encountered weirder things, so I'm just gonna wait it out and I'm sure it'll go by eventually.
2,000 years later.
It's not going away, is it? What causes this issue, you may ask?
No!
Well, thankfully, it seems like we already might know what it is. It was originally expected that the problems came from a Switch update, but after some digging into the matters, it actually seems that the real issue comes from the game itself. A Reddit user that goes under the name Mazinger Z tells us that his wife used an open source tool called Wireshark, a tool commonly used for network troubleshooting, to help discover the cause of the issue. Wireshark quickly revealed that the issue comes from Pokemon Sword and Shield's YCOM feature. This feature is constantly making the Nintendo Switch search the internet for other players. Unfortunately, this constant searching of other players is sending out data packets that confuse the Roku, causing it to get stuck in boot loops. And yes, I know, boot loops does sound like a delicious breakfast cereal. Thankfully, a temporary solution has been discovered, and the Roku company has made public statements on Reddit saying they are aware of the issue and are currently working on ways to fix it. At this point, I'm sure all of you listening are probably thinking of the same exact thing. And that thing is, well then how do I fix it? All you have to do is go into your Switch's settings and turn on airplane mode. Or you could just not play your Switch at all and keep it off, but frankly, I don't think that's a very good idea. I put good, hard-earned money into this game, and I am playing it despite my Roku's hatred for collecting some of them. For all of you who don't know how to turn on airplane mode, here's how you do it. First, go to the main menu of your Switch and go down to the bottom of your screen and find the little cog that has the label of System Settings down beneath it. Click on that, and the first thing that you should see highlighted is airplane mode. And then all you have to do there is hit the airplane mode button, and that will take you to the right side of the screen, and you'll just hit the A button again, and airplane mode will be turned on, as simple as that. Keep in mind that your Switch cannot be docked while you turn airplane mode on. But if you happen to be docked, all you have to do is remove your Switch, hop into the settings, turn it on, and then plop it back in, and you're good to go. If you're not sure if you actually managed to do it right, or if your Switch is working, just look at the top right of your screen, and you'll see a little airplane symbol right there, and that's there to show you that you have successfully turned airplane mode on. After that, just boot up your game and you're good to go catch all of the Pokemon and not get booted out of a Pokemon battle right in the middle, right when you're about to give the cool KO. It happened to me and it was a really terrible situation. I definitely hope that either the Roku company or Game Freak is able to find a way to stop this from happening. Because even though the airplane mode is a fix, it is just a temporary fix. Because airplane mode being on means that you cannot use any of the online functionality in the game. And since Pokemon is usually a good game to play with others, either through battling or trades, and even more so now with the inclusion of raid battles, they definitely need to figure it out. Sword and Shield has enough controversy as it is, and it definitely doesn't need something like this added to it. I hope this video really helps you solve this problem. I know it was really irritating to me, and I'm sure it was irritating to a lot of other folks out there. As luck would have it, the Roku company had actually made a patch and released it just a few minutes before I was actually going to upload this video to YouTube. Thankfully, updating the fixed firmware is easy. The Roku company published instructions that states if your product is currently stuck in a boot loop, all you have to do is turn off your switch or put it into airplane mode, which we previously discussed, and then powering your Roku on to get it back up and running, after which it will allow you to install the update needed to stop all of this weird VCOM shenanigans. It's about time too, and here's a little reason why I say that. The other day, me and my fiance were watching her favorite movie, The Little Mermaid, and we were actually in the part where Ursula is singing Poor Unfortunate Souls, which is my fiance's, it's her favorite song in the whole movie. It comes to the part where she's going to do this epic solo to wow me. It would be amazing. I would love all of it. But right as soon as it was about to begin, the whole thing just goes back to our loop boot mode. She was so mad. She wouldn't talk to me. It was awful. But thankfully everything's alright now. Right, babe?
You bitch!